Hey Hillary, how's everything going?
Well, I've been feeling a bit bloated lately, but otherwise I'm hanging in there.
I understand. The due date is approaching, and I'm relieved to hear that you're in good health. I remember you had a rough time during your second pregnancy.
Yeah, it's been different this time around. I didn't have these issues when I was expecting Amy. I suppose each pregnancy is unique. Speaking of Amy, she's been mentioning how much she wants to spend more time with you lately. It's a bummer that you have to work so much.
I know, and I wish I could spend more time with her as well. It seems like she's really looking forward to being a big sister, though. She's always checking out the baby's ultrasound and keeps saying she can't wait for the baby to arrive.
That's good to hear. I was a little concerned because they say older siblings sometimes act like babies when a new one comes along.
I'm sure she'll be just fine. It's crazy that she's already 12 years old. Time really flies.
You're absolutely right. By the way, what's the deal with your business trip? Is it still on?
Yeah, unfortunately it's still happening. I'm really sorry about that. They insist that I should go since I'm the project manager.
Well, there's not much you can do about it, I suppose. If this project goes well, there's a chance you might get that promotion, right? You've been putting in a lot of effort, Maris. They're expecting big things from you at work. You have to prove them right.
Thanks for understanding, Hillary. I did mention this before, but I'm a bit worried about leaving you alone at this stage of your pregnancy. Are you still planning to stay with your parents while I'm away?
Yep, I talked to my parents and they're actually quite excited about it. They said they'd love to have their granddaughter with them for a month. My dad even offered to take Amy to school.
Then everything is ready?
Yep, they've been feeling a bit bored since they retired.
I still feel bad that you have to stay with your parents at this hard time because of my job. I wish I could be more helpful. It's not like your parents live very far away. You could stay home and have your mom assist, just like when you were pregnant with Amy.
Don't worry about it, Maris. Being with my parents will provide the support I need, and they're more than willing to help with anything. I'm also a bit concerned about my health this time.
All right, we'll be apart for a while, but we'll get through this together. I love you, Hillary. Then everything is ready?
2 months later. Good morning, Maris. We just arrived home. We'll meet you by 5 p.m. Little Amy has been dying to see her dad after camp. Make sure to spend lots of time with her when we're back. The front door is stuck. I can't get it open. Is it jammed? Can you please open the door? Are you home?
I had the locks changed, so don't even think about coming in. Just leave.
What do you mean? Do you have some big surprise waiting for us?
I'm telling you clearly, go away. This isn't your home anymore.
Hey, what's going on here? Did something happen? At least let the kids in. It's pouring rain and they'll get drenched.
That's not happening. You and the kids need to get out of here and never come back, understand?
I don't understand any of this. What's happening? I've gone to the neighbor's house to get out of the rain for now. You need to explain everything to me right now.
Oh, I think you know exactly why I'm doing this. Don't play dumb with me.
What are you implying? That you just kicked your own children out onto the streets? Have you lost your mind?
My kids? Don't lie to me anymore. They're not really mine, are they? I had doubts about Amy from the moment she was born. She looks nothing like me. The baby looks even less like me. That's how I know the truth.
What truth? Are you seriously accusing me of cheating and lying about the paternity of our kids? You must be out of your mind. What proof do you have?
The fact that you're getting so hysterical and defensive says it all. I'm done with your lies.
But you adored Amy so much before.
That was before I knew she wasn't actually my flesh and blood.
I cannot believe this is happening. Wait until our parents hear about what you've done. Throwing your wife and children out on the streets in the pouring rain, you've lost your mind.
Oh, I'm sure you'll run and tell them some exaggerated sob story to get sympathy. I'll explain the real situation. Just get out of here with your bastards.
How dare you speak about our children that way?
I told you, don't come home today or ever again.
Why can't we go home, Daddy? You promised we would play when we got back. Did you and Mommy have a fight? You have to say sorry and make up. I'm really scared.
Amy, listen, your mommy is the bad one here. She's been lying to Daddy all this time.
Lying? About what?
I'm not your real father, Amy, so don't call me Daddy anymore. Just leave with your mother.
How can you say that to her? Amy is crying now. What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm completely clear-headed. If anything, the blinders have finally come off and I'm seeing the truth of my sham marriage.
What are you saying? You were a loving husband and father before. Was it all just an act? Do you remember the vows we took? For better or worse, you said those words too.
Enough! I don't want to hear from you again. Don't contact me or come back here ever again. We're through.
Maris, please, can't we talk about this? How can I accept any of what you're saying?
I said leave me alone. We have nothing left to talk about.
A few hours later. All that talk about the kids not being yours, I get it now. I know everything. I understand why you did a complete 180 with your personality.
Well, there's no mystery here. Your unfaithfulness is reason enough.
Stop, Maris. Don't spew nonsense anymore. If you have doubts about the children's paternity, you should have gone for a DNA test instead of stubbornly insisting on a divorce. Drop the act and tell me the truth.
Just by looking, I can tell they're definitely not mine. I don't need any more tests.
All right then. If you're determined not to tell me the truth, I'll go ahead and expose everything you're hiding. I have a friend who visited me once when I was at my parents' house. She happened to see you bringing a woman home. You were so kind and attentive to her.
Let's not get into nonsense.
I'm not talking nonsense. I believe you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's all true.
I was wondering when you'd bring this up. Don't start accusing me just because I caught you. Are you trying to team up with her to blame everything on me? That's why some housewives are so irritating. They only know how to spread rumors.
I have proof.
What?
My friend's dash cam recorded the whole thing, and she even took a photo of you two getting out of the car and going into the house. I could see her face clearly. It was your ex-girlfriend, right? Her name is Sarah?
It was my coworker, not Sarah. You must be confusing her with someone else.
Sarah is a friend of my friend. They both attended the same high school, but they stopped being friends with each other because Sarah borrowed money and never paid it back. She also spread nasty rumors about many people. My friend is certain it was Sarah because she has curly brown hair and a tall, slim figure. I'll send her the dashcam footage and ask her to confirm.
Fine, I admit it. Sarah did come to the house. Are you satisfied now?
No, I'm not satisfied. You need to explain yourself. You accused me of those things about the kids, but it would have been simple to prove their paternity with a DNA test. I don't understand why you made up such lies. You owe me an explanation.
Oh, stop being so demanding. Are you my mother? I guess motherhood makes women boring and unattractive. On the other hand, Sarah is so charming. There's no comparison.
So you used this as an excuse to be with Sarah, then tried to blame me and file for divorce. You're a terrible person. You said hurtful things to Amy even though she's so young. You're despicable.
Just stop. You don't understand me at all, so don't judge me.
Then explain yourself. You're just repeating yourself.
I've been patient long enough.
Patient?
I don't even like kids. But it's better for my career if I appear as a family man. In this digital age, you never know when information might leak. So, I had to play the role of the perfect father and husband both at work and at home. Living a lie was torture, but as soon as you and the kids went to your parents' place, I enjoyed my newfound freedom. It felt like I could finally breathe. I could go out for drinks or meet friends spontaneously. It was the most freedom I'd had since being single.
So, that's when you rekindled things with Sarah?
Yes, she was just like when we first met. It felt like I was back in my bachelor days. Everything was great, I was having a blast, but when you all came back, I knew the fun was over. I couldn't go back to living the way I did before. So, I pushed you away to avoid going back to that life.
I understand now. You got carried away with your newfound freedom. Your head is still in the clouds, and you're not thinking rationally.
I'm glad you finally understand. We should get divorced so I can live the life I want.
Why don't you go ahead and do that? I don't want to live with you anymore either. But make sure you pay child support, and I'll also sue for emotional damages.
Not a problem at all. No skin off my nose. Well, it seems we both agree on the divorce. Let's not drag our past into it and fight needlessly.
You just want to settle out of court, right? You'd be worse off if we did things properly, wouldn't you? You're pathetic. 3 months later.
Hey, Hillary, how are you?
Who is this? Do I know you?
It's me, Maris. Don't play dumb, you know who I am. Oh yes, long time no see. I almost forgot about you. I did want to forget about you completely. I thought it was about time that you'd get in touch. You were waiting for me to contact you? How sweet.
Don't try to twist this in a way that makes you look good. I just thought you'd wake up soon. I thought you'd come crying to me like a pathetic loser. Did you enjoy your freedom? How's Sarah doing?
You don't need to ask, you already know, right?
Of course, I heard Sarah left you. Why? Why don't you tell me the reason?
Well, you started suing Sarah for emotional damages, so we got into an argument.
I see, but couldn't you see that coming? I did tell you I'd be suing for emotional damages. You agreed that it was all right, didn't you?
But I didn't think you meant you were going to sue Sarah. I didn't think that far.
Isn't it obvious that I would do that to my cheating husband and his affair partner? Oh, but it did seem like you were drunk that day. Your head was in the clouds, so it looks like you didn't think it through.
It's as you say, something was wrong with me. Please let me fix this. I'll regain my normal self.
No, because you've already shattered the bonds that held this family together, and we're already divorced. We're strangers now.
Please, I'm at my wit's end. I hate going home to an empty house. I get home tired after work. There's no dinner ready, and the house is a mess. There's no family to welcome me home. I'm going crazy from the loneliness.
Oh, all right.
I mean it. I'm really struggling mentally. Maybe that's why work isn't going so well. I'm being treated coldly by my coworkers.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's your mental state. I just think your coworkers don't like you. That whole thing about you being a scumbag who would literally lock out his family from their home, all your coworkers know.
Huh? Why did you tell everyone at my company? What do you think you're doing? It was a mutually agreed upon divorce.
I haven't done anything. My friend, because she was so upset by your actions, she started spreading this rumor. It seems like she spread it everywhere about the whole thing.
What?
My friend also works at your company, but in a different department. I guess that she must have told everyone else who works there. You can't stop a rumor once it starts. That perfect image of yourself that you built is now ruined. I don't think they can fire you for infidelity, but you've certainly lost everyone's trust. Oh, by the way, wasn't there talk of a promotion a while back?
No way. Hillary, please take me back. If you don't, my life is finished. But if you guys stay by my side, I'm sure we can rebuild everything. Just give me a chance. I want to see the kids. I want to talk to you, Hillary.
No.
Why? I'm begging you. Why won't you listen to me? Do you care what happens to me? Have some mercy.
Quit whining. You're being so childish, you little brat.
Hold on, Hillary. Think about our children. At the very least, they need a father figure. I promise I'll become a good dad.
Oh, I'm not foolish enough to believe your empty words.
This is absolutely true. Please give me a chance. I'll correct my mistakes and make it up to you and our children.
Our children? Didn't you deny them? Didn't you shout in Amy's face that they weren't yours and leave me and our 2 kids standing out in the rain feeling helpless? I'll never forgive your despicable actions. Now, good luck to you. After that, my ex-husband won't stop calling and apologizing, pleading for us to get back together, but I stand my ground and decline. Right now, my 2 kids and I are staying with my parents. Despite his persistent requests, my parents firmly show him the door, even threatening to involve the police. As for his job, he's stuck despite a lower salary and a less-than-friendly work environment. He can't quit because he has to pay child support after our divorce. He's always asking to see our children, and our daughter really misses her dad. She's excited to meet him, so I agree to let them meet every 2 weeks. I can sense that my ex-husband has changed somewhat, and he's genuinely valuing the time with our children. However, I'm cautious and not ready to forgive him just yet. Currently, I'm living with my child, and my parents are providing tremendous support in taking care of them. I'm content with how things are going in my life right now.